Hello. Is it going? We're going. Hi. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love that my YouTube friends can put comments on early. That's perfect. That always makes me smile. How are you, my friends? Hello, hello, hello. Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton, and this is Live at the Loom. Yes. You would laugh because I have created my very own kind of obstacle course around the loom. Because the project I'm working on, I have multiple cones all feeding up into one weft. And literally, like, if you don't put your foot just right, you like trip over all the things. It's not a brilliant plan, I have to say. I'll just be honest, it's not brilliant. However, it's not gonna be for too long. The project's going fast. So let me say hello to you guys. Hi, Carrie, ready and waiting. I love that. Hi, Dory. Hi, Ernie. How are you? Good morning, Marky. How's it going? Hello, Laura Miser. Hello, Jamie. Finally made it here this month. Woohoo! We'll take it. Anytime Jamie can join us is a good time for sure. Hi, Ray. How is Texas, my friend? Hello, Sam from sunny Southwest Ontario. We'll take it. How warm is it where you are, Sam? Let me know. Hello, Jody. Give me the update from Arizona, my friend. Um, Jamie says we all work in the weaving maze. We get it. Yes, I knew you would. If anyone would get it, it would be my friends here for sure. Hello, Maureen. How are you, Maureen? Did you get frost last night? We had a crazy frost warning last night. What, April 26th or whatever it was. And Maureen's a little farther north than I am for sure, right? Hello, May from Burbank, California. I'm guessing May didn't have a frost warning last night. Not even a little bit. How are you guys? How has your week been? Tell me how things are going. I was very fortunate to have Girls Weekend last weekend. And in case you haven't followed me for a while, or maybe I haven't shared it, we'll see. I am very fortunate to be part of a tight-knit foursome of girls. And we all met when we were in the corporate world, which is like another lifetime ago now. But we have stayed in very close contact ever since then. And we get together 3-4 times a year to hang out and just catch up, and it's so nice. So last weekend was Girls Weekend, and I always feel kind of rejuvenated after Girls Weekend. That is for sure. I have to say, it's true. Do you guys have any close friendships like that? Oh, it's wonderful. It's really something special. Hello, Tanya from sunny 5 degrees Celsius Edmonton. That sounds chilly enough, my friend Tanya. Sam says about 8 Celsius, which is 46 Fahrenheit. Okay, all right, 40s. All right, that's it's pretty similar to here, honestly, Sam. Hello, Marcia from Sun City West. Hello, my friend. Ernie's out of northern Arizona. Is sunny and clear, calm winds, which is surprising. I love that, Ernie. Did we discuss this, Ernie? Are you close to Jody? Jody's in Payson. Are you guys, did you compare notes on that? I don't remember. Oh, and our friend Paul is here from across the pond. Hello, Paul. How is it going? Jody says it's going to be up to 80 degrees today. Yeah, that's just like here. No, honestly, I'm sorry, it's not just like here. Although we are supposed to hit like 60, that's pretty warm. We had like 1 week in April that was all 70s, and then it was like Mother Nature said, "Oh, winter's not gone yet. Hold, please." So it's been in the 40s lately, like low 50s, 40s. It's been chilly. Hi, Gail. Fairly cold, miserable day here in the south coast of the UK. See, I love my UK friends. Currently 12 degrees, but feels like 9 degrees Celsius. That seems chilly enough, my friend Gail. Hello, Sherry. Almost forgot it was Thursday. Wow, I know the feeling, my friend. I feel you. It's don't you find that if you change your schedule even just a little bit, like your whole week is like, what day is it? What was I doing? Like the rhythm is just gone. So we had like I said, we had Girls Weekend, and then I stuck around at my friend Lisa's house for a couple days, which is amazing because I have a job that allows me to do that, which is awesome, that I can work remotely. I can do all kinds of cool things. However, when then you get home on Tuesday afternoon, you're like, what was happening? What was I doing? What was my goal for this week? I have no idea. I got nothing. So I'm just riding it. I'm just riding the wave, and I'll find my footing at some point. So I'm glad the fabulous Sherry is on, because one of the first things I wanted to mention is that the deadline for the Midwest Weaving Conference is coming up on May 1st, on Monday. People, Monday, you have, what's today, Thursday? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have 3 days. Well, today, we'll count today. You have 4 days to register for the Midwest Weaving Conference. If you would like to join us in fabulous Des Moines, Iowa in June. It's the, help me, Sherry, if I butcher this. It's the 12th through the 17th. Does that sound right? Maybe? I know Sherry's good for it. She'll put up information for us. Yes, so Midwest Weaving Conference is coming up. I think there's still some space in my classes, so come on over. I am teaching 3 classes this time around. Never know where the camera is. I mean, the camera's right there. I never know where I am because it's a flipped image. It's very exciting. Here we go. Sherry says it is June 12th through 17th. Please come. It'll be fun. Sherry, will you do me a favor and put up the link so that we can share that too? She's so good. She's like right there. Such a good cheerleader for the Midwest Weaving Conference. That's amazing. Yes. So yes, 3 classes I'm teaching. I am teaching a 3-day. You can hang out with me for like half of a week. I'm teaching a 3-day My First Weaving Project class, where I will take you from the very beginning to the very end, and we'll use kind of my method of dressing the loom. I'll walk you through all the stuff. It's just meant to be like an intro class, even if you've done a little bit of weaving, but you would like that kind of refresher, or if you were just given a loom or whatever. It's gonna be a very fun class. And then I'm teaching a 1-day color class, a color lab class, which is a blast. I've taught it a couple times now, and it is always fun, and it is meant to be like a day of discovery. Like, you don't have to bring a loom, you don't have to bring supplies. It is just meant to kind of challenge your way of thinking about color and hopefully encourage you to be brave and try some other things. And then I am teaching, trying and teaching a half-day class that is all about planning a weaving project. So if you are a little past the beginner stage and you're like, I think I want to start making my own projects, then this is a great class for you, because I kind of give you kind of a checklist of things to think about as you're envisioning the execution of the project that's in your head, so that you can translate what is up here into the loom and all is right with the world. So those are the classes that, here we go. Thank you, Sherry. Look at that. Yes. Oh, nice. She says we have awesome vendors as well. Yes, there's almost always a marketplace at these conferences. Yarn Barn in Kansas will be there, and so much more. We love that. Thank you so much. So if you guys, you can always do a little screenshot of the link there, or I'll leave it up for just a moment so you can nab it, so you can get in there and save your spot. Okay, so I had a couple other folks pop in. Oh, Ernie says he is in Flagstaff, which is about an hour and a half from Payson. 43 degrees here. Yeah, that's chilly enough, Ernie. I'm with you. Hi, Sue Ann. Good morning from Seattle. Just back from a trip to Chicago. Yay! See, Sue Ann, you were in my backyard in Chicago. Let me know what you did when you were in the Windy City. So fun. Yes. Jamie says, I wish I could come and experience the weaving conference. I have week-long plans already. I know, right? June is okay. The summer period is busy. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to already that are like, basically I'm booked. I'm booked from May to September. It's which seems crazy. I'm not quite, I don't want to jinx it. I'm not quite that busy yet, but I do have a couple things going on. Hello, Mary. How are you, my friend? I was like, I had to double check. It is Mary, right? Hi, Mary. So along with that, it is the 27th of April, folks. So we are almost done with the April Weave Along. How did that happen? I have no idea. I feel like we just started it. It was the end of March, back then, the end of March, and we were so excited to start the Weave Along, and now we are almost finished. It has been awesome. You guys have been amazing. Now, to be fair, I am always so impressed with the community that participates in the Weave Along. They're amazing. And whether you actually do the project or you're just part of the Facebook group or you're doing it at home, everyone is always so open to try something new, to learn something additional, like they're adding a few more things to their arsenal, their list of tools that they know how to do on the loom and part of the weaving process. It's so, so cool. So I know quite a few of you are part of the group. Tell me in the comments, how is your Weave Along project going? I know, it's been so good. By the way, if you're part of the Facebook group, you've seen some of the photos. They're unbelievable. They're so, so good. And I can't wait next week, as we've done the last couple times, we'll release the kind of the gallery show that has a little flip through kind of presentation, and you can see all the projects that were part of it. It's crazy. You will be blown over. It's so impressive. Yes. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, Sue Ann said while she was in Chicago, she said, we did a lot. We celebrated my stepmom's 89th birthday. Happy birthday to her. That's amazing. At the Greek Islands. Celebrated my stepnephew's wedding held in the renovated old post office. Oh, how cool is that, Sue Ann? That's amazing. Chicago's a great city. All right, here we go. Dory says, behind on my Weave Along, unfortunately, only a foot in length done. No worries, Dory. You work on it when you can. That's, look at you. Sam, washed, fringes cut, done. Like, no problem. I love that. Sam was on it. See, Sam, you're always right there, my friend. Oh yeah. Sue Ann says she also spent an afternoon at the Art Institute, which you have to. Ate a lot of good Chicago food, deep dish pizza, Italian beef. Sounds like you hit the highlights. That's awesome. Right? Jamie says she can't believe the month flew by. I actually finished my project on time this round. We're so impressed with you, my friend. Jamie did a very cool rug, which I gotta be honest, I don't know that I would have thought to pair herringbone with a rug, but it's so cool. It's so cool. And the beauty of rugs or anything that has like a wide warp and a thick weft. Ooh, that sucker goes fast, doesn't it? Jamie can attest to this. That is like, it's like you start and then you're done. Like it's so quick, which is really, that makes for a very fun project because it's yeah, exactly. Ernie says moved over to Facebook so I can see the comments. Ernie, it's how this works. I'm glad you said that, Ernie, is that this is broadcasting on both Facebook and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you should be able to see the other YouTube comments. And if you're on Facebook, you can see the other Facebook comments. Yeah. Oh, Paul says I have YouTube on my TV and Facebook on my laptop, so I get all the comments. Paul, you just touch my heart, Paul, that you would go to all that effort. That's amazing. Jamie confirms, yes, the rug was so fast, right? So fast. So I love that. Okay, here's Gail. She says, herringbone scarf going well, though I had a broken warp thread. Ugh, it happens. Luckily, I was able to stretch it enough to tie a knot, which also luckily passed through the heddle. And dent is now safely woven in. Bravo, Gail. That's good for you. Because broken warp threads are kind of it's just one of those things, right? Every single weaver at some point in their life is going to break some warp threads. And I think the key, it sounds like you handle this beautifully, Gail. I think the key is to not let it rattle you. Not let it completely take you off the tracks and be like, I don't know. Do I want to finish? Do I hate this project? So I think the more you can just roll with it and be like, okay, I got it. I'll fix it. I'll put in a replacement, whatever, however you want to handle that. So that's awesome. Yes. Yeah. Sue Ann's on board. She says, it's a sweet broken warp thread solution. I intensely dislike broken warp threads. Yeah. You know what? I will be, I'll share with you that because I use a cotton and kind of a workhorse of a cotton, I haven't had very many in my day. I haven't had very many broken warp threads. I have to say the worst for me, and I've only used it once, is that I chose to do a project with, it was part of a challenge, and I did cottolin in the warp, and within a half an hour, I broke like 2 right in a row, maybe even 3. And let me just say, I am not one to let a lot of things rattle me, but I was cursing like a sailor. I was like, nope. So back to my point for Sweet Gail. It's good that you handled it well because I did not. I was like, can I cut it off now? I don't like this. So yes, I tend to try to intentionally avoid things that might break. I don't think my friend Ellen's on here. She's on vacation still, but Ellen talked about how she used an experiment. Not experimental, that's not the right word, but kind of a unique fiber. I think it was the banana fiber, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, she talked about how she had some real trouble with the warp breaking, like more than it should, which sometimes they're still kind of working out the kinks for those kind of the process to make the yarn, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, that just came up as a topic not too long ago, and I was like, oh, I feel for you. It's it's not always fun. Yes. Let's see. Carrie says she was able to do both Facebook and YouTube at the same time once. My slow internet won't let me do it always. Oh, see, you know what? We'll take you on any platform, however you can show up for me. Sue Ann says the worst for me in terms of breakage is Tencel. Really, Sue Ann, I am so surprised. I have not heard that Tencel is tough for that. Has anybody else had trouble with Tencel? Sue Ann, I'm glad you mentioned that because I personally haven't had much trouble. But I haven't used a lot of Tencel. I've used some, but not a lot. So thank you for bringing that up. Hola, Tamison, how are you? Here we go. I love this. Thank you, Dory. Broken warp thread. Here are your instructions. Take a deep breath. Go get a cup of tea. Refresh memory and how to repair via YouTube. Then go tackle it. Dory, that is brilliant. Thank you. That is exactly what we needed. Dory has the right idea for us. It is not anything to raise your blood pressure. Just go walk it off and then come back and carry on. Thank you, Dory. That was brilliant. Yes. So, okay. So, it's time. Tell me about your projects. Tell me how they're going. If you're finishing up your April Weave Along project, if you're doing something else, how was last week for you? Tamsin says she has some C-cell to spin. Okay, Tamsin, will you tell me what is C-cell? What is that? To spin. Looking forward to trying it. This sounds hard. I'll be honest, this sounds hard, Tamsin. You let me know. Walk us through that. What is C-cell and is it hard to spin? I don't know. I'll show you. I'm still working on my project on the floor loom, but my table loom is empty. And it makes me kind of itchy when I have a loom that's empty too long. I only have 2 looms. So certainly it's not like my friend Sherry who can like rotate through all 12 of her looms in her space. But I have plans for that. So I'm excited to get that going for sure. Mary says, sometimes when I break several warp yarns, I need a glass of wine. I know coffee and tea just won't do it. I understand. You need something stronger. It's it's pull out the liquor cabinet. Mary, that's it. That's a fun comment. I like that. So yes. So tell me, how are the projects going? Are you having just the best time? Are you having some challenges? Are you trying new things? I'm ready. Lay it on me. Oh, good. Tamison jumped in about the C-cell. It's a rayon made from seaweed. Ooh, haven't tried it yet. I'll let you know, but it's probably like milk fiber. Amazing. It's like a whole new world. The whole spinning, amazing. Jennifer Fowler, you are not late. You are right on time, my friend. We'll take it whenever you can jump in. Here we go. Sherry says, I was in a 4-day Navajo weaving boot camp, 9 to 6 every day. That's intense. Didn't even get close to participating in the weave along, but I will. Oh, that's where you've been now. Oh, Sherry. Okay, Sherry, we're going to need to see some pictures, my friend. A 4-day Navajo weaving boot camp. That sounds amazing. That sounds incredible. I cannot wait to hear all about your experience because, hello, that sounds great. Jamie says, my herringbone rug just needs the fringe trimmed. Nice. And my hand-dyed warp is still on the big loom. Nice. I think it's been a few months process on that one. I understand. We get it. Hello, Magnolia and Althea. How are you, ladies? Hi, hi, hi. Jamie has the cutest girls ever, and they like to join us for Live at the Loom. There are honorary weaving members any day, all day. That is for sure. Okay, Ray asked, Sherry, tell us more about the Navajo Weaving Bootcamp. because Ray's done some Navajo weaving and some other. Oh, Ray, I'm so sorry. I know you told me it's a different kind of weaving, but it's kind of related to that, right? Let's see. Jennifer says my loom is finally assembled. Yay! That's progress. No worries. No worries. One foot in front of the other, my friend. Sam says theme and variation scarf coming along nicely. Having fun playing with the herringbone patterns. Herringbone is fun, right? Right. Okay, Sam, when you say theme and variation scarf, what is that? Is that a style of pattern, theme and variations? I like that. Do you know what that makes me think of? It makes me think of music. I was a music major in college. I don't know if you know this. I was a music performance major in college. And that's what it makes me think of, theme and variation. That makes me very happy. Oh, yes. Thank you, Ray. Ray has been doing the Rio Grande, which is kind of related. It is related, right, to the Navajo weaving? Yes. Yes. So yeah, I like that, theme and variations. That totally takes me back to music school, for sure. Okay, so Anne says she's putting a sample warp in 16/2 Cotton Eye Baby Wolf. Nice. Want to try a Brooks Bouquet idea? Oh, nice. I did a little Brooks Bouquet not too long ago, maybe last summer. It is fun. It is not quick, but it is fun for sure. Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Jamie says the girls have been asked for a weaving project they can work on. Yes, please. Yes. Magnolia and Althea, it's your destiny is set, my friends. You're just going to be, yes. Yeah, Ray says yes, that his Rio Grande is kind of related to Navajo weaving. It's beautiful. Okay, here we go from Sherry. Weaving in beauty from Gallup, New Mexico. Travel to our guild. Okay. Mary brought up 2 of her Navajo master weavers, best class ever. Oh, so they came to you in Iowa. Oh, how cool. Sherry, that sounds amazing. I'm not familiar with weaving in beauty. Is that does that refer to a business, a person? We're so curious. Yes. Tamsin asked what I played. You played French horn? Nice. I was a flute major, but I also played piano pretty much all during college. That's awesome. I love the musicians. Yes. Sam says she was also a music major. See, Sam, you and I, we're like 2 peas right there. We're right. Okay, from Jody, sharing my weaving time between the April Weave Along Runner and planning for the Cotton Clouds Rigid Heddle Weaving Challenge for May. Yes. Lots of fun sharing between forest shaft and rigid heddle. Yes. Okay, so if you guys haven't met Jody yet, Jody, everyone, Jody. Jody is the owner of Cotton Clouds. And she has, if you do rigid heddle stuff, you have to go check out her Facebook group. It is amazing. Very active. She has all kinds of projects that you can work on. And if I remember correctly, Jody, correct me, there is basically a weave along every month for the last, I think it goes through June, if I remember after our discussion. So she has months of projects to share and all kinds of cool stuff. So yes, if you haven't checked out Cotton Clouds, go take a look. Because Jody and her daughter are awesome, and it was really Cotton Clouds provided the yarn for the weave along this time, which is amazing. It worked out great. Ernie says no projects on my loom. I decided that a weekly Thursday pep talk would help me get back my weaving mojo. I'm spinning my yarn from unraveled cotton sweaters to use for the weft. Ooh, how cool, Ernie! That's brilliant. And you know what? If we can help you get a little juice going in the engine, that makes me immensely happy for sure. Sam was a tuba major. Get out, Sam. At some point, we absolutely must be in the same room together so we can compare lots of notes. Yes. Okay. So Sherry says Weaving and Beauty is a shop and trading post. Ooh, mercantile. She sells yarn, Navajo looms, as well as handmade Navajo items. Check them out on Facebook and a website. They have in-person classes and some online classes. This sounds awesome. I thank you so much for sharing that, because I know we have some weavers that are really interested in the Navajo stuff. Ray, if you're still on, that feels like that is right up your alley, my friend. That feels amazing. Okay, why don't we weave a little bit, huh? By the way, if Laura Miser is on, I'm going to apologize because my mug really is gross. I'm so sorry. Laura made the comment the other day. She's like, your mug looks gross on TV. I'm like, I'm so sorry. It really does. How about this? I promise to clean it before next Thursday. I promise. Okay. Let's see. I think I have to move you back a little bit so you can see the fun that is happening here. There we go. Ooh. Okay, I'm always amazed how different it looks. I mean, not drastically, but just how the light catches it in the camera versus what it looks like, because I'm looking at it from straight down versus you over here. It's very fun. This is Laura says no worries. Jamie was not a music major, but I've been a musician in some form since I played in high school. I know, once it gets in your blood, you kind of are. Jennifer Feller has to go. Bye, Jennifer. Have a great day. Okay, so this project, this lovely gem here on my Loom, is a project for my friend Laura. My friend Laura owns the coffee shop downtown. I don't think she pays any attention to Live the Loom, but if you see her, don't tell her. I'm working on it. It's not really a surprise. However, she has been a huge supporter of kind of me and acting creative, and she's just a, as my friend would say, she's a good doobie. She's just a really good person and an amazing kind of anchor here in the community. So I'm making her a messenger bag, and she had given me some ideas for colors. She loves green, she loves purple, she loves orange, and like a mustard green. So I don't know that they're all going to get incorporated, but I thought this would be a lovely opportunity for me to kind of do. I love this kind of weaving where there's no real pattern to it. It's just plain weave. I get to throw a whole, but look at all this. Look at all the fun yarns I have put together all in one fell swoop. There must be, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yarns all wrapped up in there. But because they're different sizes, different textures, I think it's just kind of a feast for the eyeballs. That's what I like about it. I haven't done it a very long time. So let me just tell you how much fun I'm having with this project. As I go along, I'll take out one yarn and replace it with something else. So subtly it changes over the yardage, which is just very funny. Dory, you're sweet. Dory says, I just charitably assumed the inside of the mug was just a dark color. Let's go with that, Dory. Yep, let's go with that. Okay, so let me show you. It's just plain weave, so it's nothing crazy, but I want to kind of show you where I am. So I just cut off the last little bit. I ran it. By the way, I sat down and wove for a little bit before this started, and I had about, 25 minutes. I forwarded this loom twice. It goes so fast. It's kind of like Jamie's rug project. It just goes really kind of lickety split, which is part of the fun too. So you're always making this kind of fun kind of progress. All right, here's what it looks like. So by the way, this little bunch that I just cut off didn't have any green in it. This one I took, you're not gonna be able to see it, but I put just a tiny little kind of an apple green in there. Now, we'll see. There are times when the colors can start to get a little crazy. I don't want to say muddy because it's not quite like that, but there's almost too much going on. So we'll see if it's too much in the next pass. Next time I load up my shuttle, I will tweak things a little bit so it's a little kind of easier to read, if that makes sense. All right. So like I said, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing, there's no complicated pattern. I leave the ends kind of sticking out because we're gonna cut it and sew it. So I don't want any kind of extra bulk. So I'm not gonna worry about tucking it back into the fabric. It's like the most low maintenance kind of fabric ever. Yes, Sam says stash buster idea. It's a brilliant stash. Yeah, totally, Sam. See, it's a total stash buster idea. Because what I found is that, that you've got a couple yarns that you look at them and on their own, you're just like, oh, those are ugly. I'm never going to use those. Believe me, in this kind of project, they'd probably work out great because you're going to put them next to something else. It's going to kind of all work together. Your eyeball just blends the colors magically. And so then that ugly color is exactly what you need for your project, whatever you're trying to accomplish there. So now what's kind of fun is that, I don't know if I have one close by, but here we go. So speaking of colors I wouldn't normally use. Look at this guy. How crazy is that? It's got like some gold sparkle in it. It's not very soft at all. Thankfully this is for a bag, so it doesn't have to be. So it's got a little, it's a little scratchy because I'm sure it's synthetic, but what I found works beautifully is it just gives just a little sparkle. You know what I think is so interesting though is it in the camera here, the whole thing kind of looks pink, doesn't it? Is that funny? See, it doesn't look as pink from head on like this, but from the angle, totally looks pink. Amazing. Let's see. Is it Ernie asked what is the set on the project? It looks like fun. Can you do a close up? I sure can. Yes, Ernie. I'm gonna throw the shuttle a few more times. I would totally bring you in as close as possible. Yes. So the set is I'm using 8/4 cotton warp, carpet warp, whatever you want to call it, and I have it set at 8 ends per inch because I really. We talked about it last time. You could really call it a weft face project. The warp is just kind of a real subtle. You can almost see the break where it changes from the purple side to the green side, but that's really subtle. It's really all about the weft. So you could say it's a weft based project, and I wanted to really keep it that way. So I intentionally made the spacing a little wider. This is the same spacing that I would use if I was doing any kind of working with recycled products or anything like that. So yes. All right, I'm gonna do one more and then I'll show you our little the progress here. By the way, part of the trick of doing this kind of fabric is just constantly working with this type of loom. I love this loom, but it is unlike a boat shuttle. Then you constantly have to be making sure you're pulling off enough length so you don't get stuck in the project there. Here we go. Sue Ann said it'd be fun to throw some thin silk ribbon in the mix there too, or for sorry silk. Yeah, absolutely, Sue Ann. That's a brilliant idea. Anything goes. That is what I've learned is that it's just kind of it's like a framework and you just throw in whatever you got. Hello, Sandra from beautiful Alberta, Canada. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let me see if I can bring you in. I know last time I got kind of close and then I just took a picture afterwards. So we can do that too, Ernie, if we don't get kind of close enough. All right, everybody hang on. No one gets seasick. Okay, can you see it? There we go. See, it's just all the way all the colors kind of blend. And I like how it gets, like it doesn't look like straight lines. They look kind of wobbly and organic and interesting. What do you think? Do you like that too? That's one of my favorites. I just like it. I like the process. I like the materials, kind of the stash buster idea. Yeah, thank you. It's just fun. I think for me what's amazing about weaving is it's this huge ginormous world and you can pick what you want to do. And I like the idea of doing, don't get me wrong, I'm fascinated by an overshot and I love me a twill or a rep weave is one of my favorites. However, there are times that I just want to throw the shuttle and just go. And this is the kind of project that you can do that. So that'll give you all kinds of ideas. Maybe at some point I'll do a class on that. If you guys like the idea, just want a little more guidance, we can work on that. Speaking of classes, I am going to teach a class in the month of May that I kind of feel like is pertinent to this time of year when we're all doing a little bit of spring cleaning, right? We're kind of thinking about, Earth Day just passed and we're thinking about all that stuff. So I am doing a class as called Weaving and Repurposing, a Perfect Pair. And it's online, but it's live. It is 90 minutes long. So it'll be a lot packed into 90 minutes. And it's going to be all about working with repurposed materials. So if you have a necktie that belonged to Grandpa and you love it, but you're never going to wear it, what do you do with it? Well, you can repurpose it using your loom. So the class is it's going to be so much fun. I've worked with repurposed and recycled materials for well over a decade. So I just thought, wouldn't that be fun to kind of collect all my thoughts and have a class so I can share that with you so that you have kind of some ideas and strategies for how to use things that you might want to repurpose on your end. So I'm teaching it twice during the month of May, on May 9th and May 23rd. So those are the options if you want to join us. And if you want the information, but the times are bad, when you register, you will get a recording afterwards. So you'll have access to that Forever and ever, amen. So check that out. If that sounds like that is right up your alley, let's see what else. We gotta finish strong. I always go late. I wonder, should we just make Live at the Loom like 45 minutes? I feel like we have a lot to talk about these days. You let me know. I feel like half an hour is a little light for us. Maybe that we should just plan for a longer time. Should we do that? Maybe. Okay, so this week in Handwoven Experience, it was all about floats. Boy, this was a fun one to make, I have to say. I think floats are so you guys are like, yes, 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 yeah. Okay, duly noted. We'll do that. I will do that. It's easy enough. We will do it, folks. Okay, so floats, yes. Okay, this is such a fun topic though, because floats they're part of weaving, right? Fabric has floats, intentionally, unintentionally. I mean, it's just a fact of life. So I love I see you, Christine. I'll come back to it. Yes, I will. Thank you. So floats. Yeah, it was just really fun. And I thought that, I am always trying to speak to the beginning weaver, the person who's just starting. And I thought, well, wouldn't that be just a fun thing to kind of be like, and here, let's talk about what a float is and why it's a good thing ultimately, and what to do about it. So, okay, before I go on, my friend Christine popped in and said, how did she like the wall hanging? Do you know what? She really liked it. I just delivered it last week. So I'll post a picture of the wall hanging. I'm glad you asked that though, Christine. I know you asked last week and I was on my way out and I was like, I haven't given it to her yet, so I can't talk about it. She really liked it. Now she is kind of in transition. She's moving, she's renovating, she's doing all these things. So she hasn't hung it up yet. So, like I mentioned, if you guys were kind of followed me through the wall hanging experience, what I learned is that I used a whole series of different sizes and textures of warp yarns. And ultimately it created a beautiful wall hanging, but I had some challenges because of that. And the biggest challenge was that the final size wasn't quite a rectangle. Like it didn't hang quite. And I steamed the crap out of it, you guys, but it didn't quite. So basically what I told Christian, was my client, and I was like, Christian, here's the deal. It's a little more organic than I would have liked. I said, and that is totally up to you. Once you get it on the wall and you hang it, if you don't mind it and it's beautiful and just the way you want it, fabulous. We will call it done. However, if you hang it on the wall and you're like, I think that's going to make me a little bit crazy, then I have some ideas for how we can do some little modifications that she might like. But what I discovered is as I was steaming it and trying to get it trying to square it up, it just wasn't going to happen. So anyways, thank you, Christine, for asking. I'm glad. I will put up some pictures so you can see it. Yes. Okay. So Carrie's thought was aim for a half hour and let it overflow as needed. Most of my other online groups are an hour. One actually went for 2.5 before we released. Carrie, I will promise you right here, right now, I will never go for 2.5 hours unless it is planned, because even I can't focus that long. That's not a thing. Okay, let's see what else. Acting Creative Insiders, our little membership, it is really humming. We're having a blast over there. We just had last week we had our small group Zoom, which was so much fun. It's just a wonderful community, and they're so good for me too, because they're the ones that I can get some great feedback from. I always post, they always get the bloopers, and there's been some serious bloopers lately from a Handwoven Experience. They're always weaving tips and tricks. And then kind of a little insider look into Acting Creative to see what I'm doing on a monthly basis. So if you love all things Acting Creative and would like more, then you can check out the Acting Creative Insiders. Laura asked you to try steaming it and then pinning it to the size you want. I did, Laura, but I don't know that I did it great. And at this point, I'm going to release it into the wilds, and we'll come back and tweak it. Yeah. Anyways, last but not least, if you haven't yet joined the email community, I send a love note every Wednesday. This last, it was so fun. the little float. I don't know if you guys had a chance to read it, but it totally made me think of my friend Laura, or sorry, Lisa, who I stayed last weekend with. And she loves to be in the water. So I had a little story that went with all that and the whole kind of theme of this week's episode. So go join the email community to get your little love notes every week. Okay, I have checked off everything on the list. This has been an amazing session, you guys. How fun. I just think that I always look forward to this. It's so cool to connect to you and find out what you're doing and how I can help you in the future and all kinds of good stuff. So, all right. Let's see. Next week. Steady she goes. I think next Thursday, same time, same place. Yeah, I'll probably change the timing so it's a little bit longer, just so I hate to go over every week. It just seems we have so much to talk about. It's so good. All right, so mark your calendars for next week, which will be May already. It'll be May the 4th, right? It'll be Star Wars Day. Woohoo! May the 4th. That'll be so fun. AKA my friend Erica's birthday. That'll be very fun. So mark your calendars, put it in your phone. Make sure to join us. I know Carrie says 30 minutes becomes 40 minutes, right? Yes, I see it. Yes. All right. We're just having so much fun. It's just such a good party. So have a wonderful week. Throw a shuttle, dress a loom, pet your yarn, do something creative this week. Those are my marching orders. And then we will meet back here next Thursday for just that much more fun. And in the meantime, hey, maybe finish a herringbone project. Maybe. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful, fabulous week. And I will talk to you very soon. Happy weaving.